leader's personal flagship to deal with us. Great. HQ has issued a general retreat. All units are to fall back. The Prime Minister's office has been advised to issue an immediate unconditional surrender. Retreat? It's over already? Warning, I detect a massive power surge coming from it. Wait, brace for impact. Oh, what disgusting firepower. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we are probably outmatched. Battleships Gallant and the Bohemian Maiden have been sunk. The Fearless has sustained severe damage. Is it even being sunk if they're being destroyed in deep space, though? Oh, the terminology seems weird to me. Hull breaches reported on Section 34A. Our port trinities are no longer operative. Break away. Our ship doesn't stand a chance against that. The enemy warship is powering its weapons again. Well, time for us to run the Oh, fuck me. Forget destroying our fleet. They're going straight for orbital bombardment. Those bastards. Report. The warships nuked Sarah City with that last shot. Still trying to figure out the scope of the damage, but unbelievable to use a weapon of that magnitude on a civilian target. More than 1 million civilians have been lost. All contact has been lost with our civilian and military leadership. The rest of the Sierra Space Force is scattering. We're going to get overwhelmed if we don't get out of here. What are your orders, Captain? Captain! The Sunrider began to pound as more enemies arrived. Shields wiped sweat off his brows and saw that his hand was soaked. The pounding wasn't coming from the enemy, it was his own heart. Fall back. Fall back, warp to the nearest safe harbor. Understood. Yeah, safe harbor. With that thing around, we're going to have to be rather generous with how we define the term, I would say. Navigator, punch in the fallback coordinates into the computer, spool up the warp drive, and prepare to jump. Shields took a final look at his burning homeworld. This wasn't the end. He's going to be back, no matter the cost. But for now, it's time to run. Warp out in 3, 2. Warp. Shields sat at his office writing his daily log. It's been a week since the fall of Syrah. I had our best efforts. We have been unable to regroup with the rest of the Syrah Space Force. Crew is starting to fear that we may be the only ones who got out of that massacre in one piece. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to believe that too. I don't know what we're going to do or what next step to take. All I know is we're going to be alone from now on. The doorbell interrupted Shields' thoughts. Come in. Captain. Any news of the fleet? None. Crew's beginning to get worried. We've been doing nothing but scanning for the past week. If a packed force finds us, we're sitting ducks here. Yes, and we still have those fighters/bombers and our research area that are not working. We need to do something about that. Yes. So, are you suggesting we give up the search, then? Long-range scanners do not show any Sierra signatures. What's left of our government surrendered and was dissolved 6 days ago. Most likely, what's left of the Sierra Space Force has either gone rogue or been impressed into the packed fleet. Ava, tell me something. What's a ship without a flag? Sir, well, a pirate ship. Well, pirate ship Sunrider. I must admit, I rather like the sound of that. Are you suggesting we go rogue? Well, to put it bluntly, yes. I don't think we have much of a choice. Our government's no more. I'm going to have to go it alone from now on. So what are you suggesting? Pact won't get away with what they did to our home. We're going to take the fight to them. With just our one ship. Hey, it's just one to start. We can build on it, and I'm sure there's other people out there who would like to help us go after Pact if we could just find them. We'll find allies. We're not the only neutral world to have been conquered by them. Exactly. Find others like us, build a fleet together, then retake all of our planets one by one. I suppose you've already got a plan. Just like old times, eh? It's a good thing they put me as your first officer. I don't even want to imagine how much trouble you'd cause if I weren't here to clean up after you. Come on now, is that all you can remember of me from high school? I do recall you're certainly one of the most frustrating youths for a student council president to have to deal with. I remember the time you installed an anti-gravity device in the student council room. It was impossible getting everything cleaned up afterwards. That little thing. Come on, you had a good laugh afterwards, didn't you? No. No hesitation, no pretending that we're right, just no, I didn't. Love it. In the meantime, what are your orders? We'll warp to the nearest neutral planet of Tidaria. Chances are, after the fall of Sierra, they'll be more than likely to be jittery about Pact. Understood. The ship will be prepared to warp at your command. Alright, what's the status of the Sunrider? We took a few knocks on the way out, I'm sure. She's had better days. We had to sail port before we could finish any of our tests. Our missiles are empty and our Vanguard cannons are still offline. Also, both of those we could do with a resupply, no doubt. That's not even the worst. We had to leave Sarah before we could pick up any of our riders. Not only that, but we're missing our chief engineer and our doctor. Both research and development and the sickbay are still dark. Woo! Try to make do with what we have. We'll have to resupply and finish our tests at Tidaria. On that note, I have one more issue. Go on then. Running a ship is going to take money. I've looked into some ways to raise immediate cash. The various galactic powers all post bounties on rival factions. I've been putting together a folder containing letters of marque from all governments currently aligned against Pact. In other words, our only way of making money right now is privateering for other planets which have a grudge against Pact. Which is pretty much everyone, I'm guessing. Correct. We'll be paid a sum of money for each Pact target we sink. The bigger the target, the bigger the reward. That would explain how they're going to justify in-game the fact that we get money for destroying enemy ships. That we're basically privateers. I like it. Alright, keep me posted on the money situation. But anyways, how are you holding up after the hot mess that's been our tour of duty on this ship so far? I'm fine, Captain. There's no need to worry about me. Yeah, I call bullshit on that. You are absolutely not fine any more than I am. Are you sure? Yes, we've got more immediate problems than that. Suppose you're right. Indeed. Still, if you need to talk about anything, my door's always open. Okay, report to the bridge. I'll see you there once I'm ready. Understood. And now, we head up to the bridge and get ourselves underway. We can use the star map to plot our course. Alright, let's access that map and head to Tidaria. Dry and scarce of creature comforts, the neutral planet of Tidaria would be omitted from most star maps, if not for its rich ore deposits. Consequently, most of Tidaria's inhabitants are related to the mining industry in some form. Tidarians are as rugged as the rocks which line the surface of Tidaria and possess a straightforward and humorless attitude. Tidarians are fierce, mercantilists, and will pinch every penny out of a deal. While rich in ore, Tidaria's hostile climate has protected it from foreign encroachment. Tidaria has no strong alignment with either Pact or the Alliance, and has generally favored whoever paid for its ore. Alright, well, we need to head there to repair and resupply, and try not to get exploited for too many credits right off the bat. Hi, Captain. Course laid in. All hands, this is the commander speaking. We'll momentarily enter jump space to the neutral world of Tidaria. Assume jump stations and await further orders on dropout. The jump drive is functioning as expected, Captain. Course status is green. On your word. Warp. Okay, here we be. Warp complete, Captain. We're arriving at the mining world of Tidaria. What kind of help do you think we'll be able to get here? Resources and supplies, at least. There's a big space mining operation going on around the rings of the planet. You might want to hold that thought. I'm detecting unknown vessels on an intercept course for us. It's probably just the locals who want to know what the fuck we're doing and jumping into their space unannounced or something. Though it could also be pirates. Or if we're very unlucky, Pact. Let's pray it's just the locals. Flag. Not finding them on any of the flag registries. Damn pirates. Yeah, that figures. Red alert. Raise shields and power weapons. We are being hailed. Ha 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 ha. This is the Pirate Rider Havoc. Lower your shields and surrender your cargo. Stand down. Armed warship of the Cirrus Space Force. We will not hesitate to open fire if you approach. Cirrus Space Force, huh? Your ship will make a lovely addition to my pirate fleet. After we've dealt with you, of course. Boys, rough them up. Ava, what's the situation? 2 pirate riders inbound fast, both infantry class. There is one more bomber class rider leading them, designation Havoc. Also, 2 pirate destroyers are approaching. Estimated time until arrival, 10 minutes. Let's try to end this before the destroyers get here. concentrate all firepower on the lead pirate rider. Besides, she looks like a little girl. Maybe